Robert Redford, an American icon whose legacy is etched not only in the world of film, but also in activism and cultural influence, has passed away. Today, we take a profound look at the life and impact of this legendary figure as the world remembers the man who was much more than just a Hollywood star. On September 16, 2025, the world lost one of its brightest stars. Robert Redford, aged 88, passed away peacefully, leaving behind a legacy that transcends cinema. From his breakthrough roles in classics like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, to his Oscar-winning directorial work in Ordinary People, Redford was a titan of the silver screen. But who was Robert Redford beyond the camera? To understand that, we must delve deeper into the life of a man who changed Hollywood and, arguably, the world. Redford was never just a film star. He was a visionary, a trendsetter, and a relentless advocate for social causes and environmental activism. His foundation, Sundance Institute, which launched the now world-renowned Sundance Film Festival, revolutionized independent film. It gave a platform to new voices, championed creativity, and changed how stories were told globally. Hollywood lost a great actor, but the cultural landscape lost a vital catalyst for change. The announcements of Redford's death triggered an outpouring of emotion across Hollywood and beyond. Jane Fonda, a close friend and fellow activist, expressed her deep sorrow, calling Redford a force of nature who dared to dream of a better world. Fonda highlighted his unwavering commitment to social justice and his role in paving the way for younger generations of artists and activists. Meryl Streep, another titan of American cinema, praised Redford's gentle strength, versatility, and enduring influence. He was a guiding light for all of us who believe in using art to reflect truth and inspire action. These tributes remind us that Redford's legacy isn't just about entertainment, but about responsibility and impact. Beyond acting, Robert Redford was a powerhouse in filmmaking and activism. His directorial debut, Ordinary People, 1980, earned him the Academy Award for Best Director, marking him as a serious storyteller with a compassionate eye for complex human emotions. He continued directing acclaimed films such as A River Runs Through It and Quiz Show, the latter earning him 2 Oscar nominations. Redford's influence extended through his creation of the Sundance Institute and Sundance Film Festival, which revolutionized independent cinema worldwide. Over his long career, he amassed numerous accolades, including a Presidential Medal of Freedom, reflecting not just a legendary career, but a life dedicated to artistic integrity and social change. One of Robert Redford's most profound legacies lies in his tireless environmental activism. He once said, "I think the environment should be put in the category of our national security. Defense of our resources is just as important as defense abroad." This powerful statement captures his lifelong belief that protecting nature is critical for the survival and well-being of future generations. Redford's passion for conservation was not just rhetoric. He actively purchased and protected vast expanses of wilderness, ensuring that America's natural beauty would endure. He envisioned a world where children could grow up surrounded by real, untouched landscapes, not just photos or memories of them. In a time when the threat of climate change looms large, Redford's voice serves as a reminder that environmental stewardship is a collective responsibility. His legacy inspires us to act swiftly and decisively to safeguard our planet. This adds emotional depth and aligns well with the overall tribute tone, highlighting Redford's activism with his own impactful words. Here is a detailed and engaging YouTube video script based on the articles about Robert Redford's passing and the tributes from Hollywood. The script is designed for a faceless USA YouTube channel focusing on global and geopolitical current affairs, but framed to engage viewers with a blend of cultural and societal impact. In today's global and geopolitical climate, figures like Robert Redford hold a special place. His art and activism intersected, serving as a mirror and a beacon. Redford's political engagement was visible in his support for environmental causes, indigenous rights, and advocacy against corporate excess. His Sundance platform fostered films that challenged political systems, exposed inequality, and encouraged dialogue on pressing global issues. His films, often steeped in complex social themes, prompted viewers both in the United States and internationally to think critically about power, justice, and the environment. Perhaps one of Redford's most lasting legacies lies in his environmental activism. For decades, he campaigned for the protection of America's natural landscapes, pioneering efforts to conserve wilderness areas. In a world facing climate upheaval, Redford's voice was one of urgency and hope. His commitment highlighted how individual and collective action can influence global ecological policies. What does Robert Redford's passing mean for us today? As we navigate an increasingly turbulent geopolitical landscape, rife with ideological conflicts, environmental crises, and cultural shifts, Redford's life reminds us of the power and necessity of courage, creativity, and activism. His work encourages us to speak truth to power through art and media, champion independent voices that challenge mainstream narratives, commit deeply to environmental stewardship as a global responsibility, support cultural institutions that foster dialogue and progressive change. Robert Redford's death marks the end of an era, but also the beginning of a lasting influence that will continue to inspire generations. As his peers and fans around the world mourn, his vision for a better, more just and aware society remains alive in the platforms he created and the stories he told. In remembering Robert Redford, we remember a man whose life was a bridge between art and activism, between Hollywood and the world, between today's challenges and tomorrow's hopes. Thank you for joining us to honor a legend. To keep Robert Redford's spirit alive, let us continue to listen, learn, and act for art, for justice, for the planet. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insightful stories from around the globe.